Hey, shout out Gucci. That's real.
Yeah.
Especially not just for a man, but a man of his stature, really, to kind of just come out and be like, this is what I'm dealing with.
You have a superficial view of friendships, particularly in this day and age, because it's about, if you like my stuff or you repost it. I don't care nothing about that.
It's like, I want to give myself grace. I'm like, what the hell does that even look like? When people say give yourself grace, what does that even mean? Like, what does it mean to give yourself grace?
So you talk about aspect of grace and how grace may be given to others, etc. I strive not to compare in that realm or in that lens, because I think about the grace that he has given me personally.
Like, I don't have to solve this problem.
No.
Giving yourself grace is looks like this is not for me to solve.
Yeah. Right.
Because I've placed my faith in Christ.
Yeah.
Because of my relationship with God. Pray about it. Thank him for it already being accomplished.
I appreciate it. Yeah, we claim it in advance.
That's what it looks like. That's to me. That's actively what giving yourself grace looks like.
But are you willing to walk it out?
Yeah.
Are you willing to walk it out? Oh, taste and see.
Hey, look, that's in the book. You got carryover. Hey, worship night.
That's in the book. Hey, oh, taste and see.
They ain't got lace activated.
Right.
They ain't got lace activated.
You shall find.
It's in the book. He's not lying. He is not lying. I know he's not lying. He's not lying.
Yo, welcome to the cave with Troy and Lace, the podcast where men can have a safe space. We on all platforms. You need to tune in, hit the like button, subscribe, and share it with your friends. Welcome to Melody, the podcast where men can have a safe space. Welcome to Melody. Welcome to the cave with Troy and Lace.
This nigga died, yo. Come on, man. What are you doing, bro? First of all, why do you have a 30? We closing the door. Close the door, man.
Yo.
Why you got a 37? You are ridiculous, bro.
What? Why can't I wear what I
Why
want?
you have a 37X throwback, bro?
No.
Like, why?
Who don't still got their throwback?
Nobody.
Don't nobody still got their throwback?
Nah. If I do, it fit. I got an actual one that fit now.
Nah, come on now. You know good and well we ain't wear no throwbacks that was fitted.
That's crazy, yo. That's
it
longer than your shorts.
Because that was the style. You gotta guess who I am.
We know who you is.
Right. I think that's why I'm thinking it's like 4 influences happening right now.
We know who you is.
3-4 people.
Fat Nelly.
Exactly. Fat Nelly in the building.
Crazy. That's crazy,
Hey, yo.
Let's do the intro, man, so we can fry him
Hold
up.
on, let me-
Come on, man.
What?
You look crazy,
man?
yo.
I'm getting the stomping in my Air Force Ones.
That's crazy.
You look crazy. Man. And you ain't even got on Air Force.
He got on Crocs. He got bedazzled Crocs. First of all, we go do the intro. We about to get on him, man.
A.K.A. Melly Badass, A.K.A. your favorite truth teller, A.K.A. if you don't want to know,
Don't ask me.
It's your boy T. Roy, your neighborhood hope dealer. If you need some hope, I got something you can borrow. Make sure you like, subscribe, and follow.
What it do though? It's your boy Dr. Life Coach Lace, a.k.a. NBA old boy, a.k.a. I'm him, a.k.a. Mr. Big Shot, a.k.a. your local chief common sense officer, a.k.a.
Okay.
the menace, no relation to Dennis. Let's get it.
Hey, yo, we got a guest in the building, man. We got a guest in the building.
Yeah.
He back for the second time. What's going on, man? Let him know.
What's good, man? What up, world? It's Dave. Dave has wing. I'm back in here and I'm doing my thing.
That's it. Okay.
That's just a little preview, man. We got more coming. That's just you know what I'm saying?
That's just a little preview.
You see what's going on?
Yeah.
You see what's going on?
Yeah, we getting ready for Halloween.
Yeah,
you
before
look
we start talking about
ridiculous,
Halloween,
bro.
man, before we start talking about Halloween, real quick, y'all been asking, y'all been begging,
Yes.
y'all dang near been threatening me
Right.
in the comments, bro, about the merch. Y'all
Yeah.
been asking for the tees, the hoodies, and all that. Hey, the shop is live. Go to the link right now. We got the link in the description if you're watching this on YouTube. We got the link in the bio if you're on Instagram, TikTok, wherever you at. Or check the link tree for the shop. But go ahead, man. The merch is live. The hoodies, the tees, everything y'all been asking for. The hats are not up yet. Still working on that. But go ahead and support us, man. Go get the merch.
Yeah, get the merch. Click the button.
Get the merch.
Click
Copy.
the button. The link is in the bio. If you're on YouTube, it'll be in the description. We'll figure out a way to do it on our on our audio. But yeah, man, getting ready for the holidays. You know what I'm saying?
Yo,
Hey.
you look wild.
I get the stomping in my Air Force Ones.
So I guess what was the
Premise.
the premise behind this outfit?
You know what? The crazy thing about it is when you mentioned something in the chat, I was like, I'm going to do it. And I had to. You got to do it based upon what you got in your.
My question is, did you get the paper towels? Did you bring the paper towels, or were the paper towels like? Was that improv?
Okay,
Those are from the house paper towels.
All right.
Like
Those
I'm
are
wondering where
bathroom
the paper towels specifically
Those are from the house.
Like
Okay,
the
all
paper
right.
towels premeditated is crazy.
All right, so
Crazy.
so these are paper towels from here.
Okay.
All right, but you can see the backup paper towels that I did bring just in
So
case.
you bought a roll.
Oh yeah, I brought a roll
You
just
brought
in
a roll
case.
from
That's
the
what I'm
crazy.
saying.
That's crazy.
Because I tried to dress it up as much as I can. You know what I'm saying?
Did he
'Cause
wear
And
a
the first,
t-shirt?
you got a first aid kit in your car, or you bought that from the crib too?
a first aid kit? What you mean?
You got the Band-Aid.
nigga.
Oh yeah, I brought 4 of them just in case one of them didn't work. You know what I'm saying? A backup.
And the other thing, the Band-Aid is supposed to be a contrasting color so you can see
Yeah,
it.
right.
You
Hey,
can't-
hey,
You got a
hey,
skin
hey,
tone.
hey.
He got skin tone.
It's the only thing I had at the crib. It's the only
Skin
thing I
tone
had
Band-Aid.
at the crib. Okay, so
I
it
didn't
just
even know you
had
had
to
the
work the
Band-Aid
way.
on.
Well,
it
we
had
do
to work.
have a history of building out makeshift Halloween costumes.
Yeah, why do black people
To
do that,
fit.
yo? Why we can't just buy?
Because we ain't
buy the
spending no
costume?
bread on it, man. We ain't spending no bread on it.
I mean,
Costumes
sometimes it's
expensive,
creativity,
though.
but sometimes it's we gotta do better. Sometimes it's creative.
There's
Sometimes
a
it be
fine
like-
line between crafty and crap.
I agree.
Yeah.
And
I
this
agree.
is crafty.
That is
this
not.
is crafty.
That is not.
crap.
That
That
you know
is
what I'm
not.
saying?
No, I see what you got going on.
So
I understand, but you got a lot going on though. It's
A lot.
You see the jewels?
It's like you halfway
You see the
dressed up.
jewels?
Right. That's
It's,
what's
it's
getting
like
me.
you're
Hey, nah, I
it's
won't
like
go.
you're halfway dressed
You
up.
see the jewels?
I was gonna let you live off that because I did notice the new chain and all of that. That's what we doing now.
Yeah.
You just up there.
It's like he's
You just
stuck,
keep Cubans on
he's,
that.
he's stuck in 2 decades.
Yeah.
It's like
yeah.
from the waist down. You
But the
like
question is,
current
why do you
decade.
still have that jersey though? Like that's
You
the-
know what?
that's
I
the
couldn't
big
bring it to myself to give it away.
Bro, you give it a lot going on, bro.
I could not
you
give it
got a
to
lot
myself to
going
give
on,
it
bro.
away.
Why though? You never go wear that like in real life again. Like
I'm wearing it today.
Hey, man.
Bro, I spent $60 for this joint. I'm not giving it away that
$60
quickly.
for that throwback?
Yeah.
Fake.
yeah, absolutely.
No, it's real. It's mental illness right
Absolutely
here.
fake.
Hold on. No.
Ain't no way you got a throwback for 60. That joint is fake.
That is absolutely fake.
What does it say right there?
Okay.
Nah,
all
we're
right,
doing
all
a lot
right.
That just because a patch on it don't mean it's real.
It say hard.
No,
work
but,
bad.
but,
Nah,
but last
nah,
time your
nah.
uncle was stitching stuff on t-shirts
Right? Yeah,
too.
we know you got a history. You got a
We know
history
you
of
got
that.
people who be stitching stuff on,
Who
bro.
be stitching stuff on?
Remember you said your uncle was making tees for you.
that was
one
my
time?
barber.
Oh, your barber.
Yeah, you got a
okay.
history of that, yo.
That was my barber. But yeah,
you
man.
cannot find a 7X on Mitchell and Ness website at all. So I don't know where you got that from.
I got it
How
from
long
a
have you had
plug.
that drink?
Let's see. Probably since 04, 05.
Give it away.
Okay.
Give
All
it
right.
away,
If you
bro.
would have said the 10s, I would have said fake. Because ain't
Nah.
no way you would have bought a real throwback for $60 in the 10s.
Nah,
Not even in the 04s. What you mean?
Why'd you get Detroit?
Where'd you get it from?
My boy came from New Jersey.
Fake.
He just pulled. My boy pulled up in New Jersey. The Raiders joint had he just brought a bunch of them to college.
Oh, okay.
And he was just like, "Hey, this is what I got." And everybody ran through, and this was like it was between this one and like a Broncos jersey or something like that. And I was like, I'll go with this one.
got you.
Yeah.
You got a lot going on, bro. You got 8 a.m. class at the bottom.
For sure.
You got
Listen,
workout.
if I'm-
You got workout on the thighs, and you got
I'm-
Halloween on your shoulders,
If
bro.
I'm a pod, I'm gonna be comfortable, man. I'm cropping the feet out anyway. They can't even see my Air
you
Force
say that
One.
every single time.
I'm a crop the foot. Sis.
There's no reason to.
In the wide, I probably keep them.
That's what I'm
That's
saying.
crazy.
See what I'm
Troy.
talking about?
Yeah,
Every time we
yeah.
say, every time
Hopefully
we
you
say
don't
that.
scare the kids because the kids ain't gonna know what the hell you are.
No, but for real, this is my first Halloween in my new house, in my new home, and we gonna do it up. Not do it up, but I will dress up. I will give candy. It'll be my first time giving out candy. I never gave out candy.
I'm surprised
Oh,
you've
for
never
real?
given out candy.
I'm surprised you
Nah.
celebrated.
I'm surprised
too.
people are still knocking
So-
door to door.
I-
And
That's
and
crazy.
That, and
Yeah,
that too.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Okay, so multiple questions. You surprised? Why you surprised?
That doesn't seem like something that you all would do in your house.
Yeah.
So I have always been a fan of Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Always been a fan of dressing up. It was that one year that I went Halloween trick or treat, and I was like, I'm a little bit too big for this, so I ain't gonna do it no
So
more.
this was 3rd grade.
No, I ain't gonna hold you, bro. I was probably Don't laugh at me. I was probably like 7th grade when I realized I was like, I'm a little bit too big for this.
I got you.
Because I was like 5'11",
Yeah.
walking around in the neighborhood asking for, regular size candy bars. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah.
And so, but no, it is funny that you mentioned that though, because my wife, when she was in high school, she was on like the debate team or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
And her speech that she went to nationals on was talking about the cultic celebration of Halloween. And ever since she did that joint, she was like, I'll never celebrate Halloween again. And so then I get married and I'm like, y'all ready? You ready to go get dressed up? She's like, nah, we not finna do that. I'm like, what? So
how did you get that approved this year?
15, I was like, we doing it. I just said it straight up. We doing it.
Oh,
this
you put
year.
your foot down.
You put your foots down.
No, it's okay to do. You ain't gotta be humble. You put your foot down.
Your foot slowly been coming down over some years. I kind of been working at this for some years. You know what I'm saying? So it's been like,
Because you want to celebrate a cultic holiday. That's crazy.
it's not a cultic holiday. Here's the thing: Halloween in itself is not evil.
Agreed.
Giving out candy, people dressing up and stuff like that, that's not evil. You know what I'm saying? If you do something else with it, that's on you. You know what I'm saying? But the actual giving out candy, kids coming to your crib, I mean, it's a celebration. We all get to be neighbors and stuff.
What we celebrate?
Crib. That's crazy.
I mean, not a celebration, but it's just like it's a fun time. It's a fun time. So why not?
Well, for me, candy costs too much. I'm not giving
And
away free candy. Candy
Bruh.
is ridiculous.
The wild part is that as soon as November 1st,
yeah.
rack up.
Right.
Rack
And you
up.
gonna keep
See, that's
it
when
for
I
a
got all
year.
my cavities. I got all my cavities between November and December.
Exactly.
One
on
year
that
I was
first-
giving out mints. I bought a bag of
course you
church
were.
mints. I'm
Of
giving
course
out
you
mints.
would.
Of course
what?
you were.
Of course you would.
Why am I gonna spend my hard earned to give candy to kids? They parents.
See, you know what's crazy
about
about that? Because I know there was a time when you spent your hard earned and took it to the strip club and threw it on.
Absolutely.
And now,
No.
now you're sitting here saying that your money not good enough for the children.
No.
But
That's
it's good enough
that's
for what's
called
going on.
that's called
at Onyx.
scholarship. That's called scholarship. We paying forward
school. He
towards
said paying
something.
for
That's
school.
what that's called.
Yo, that's wild. Lisa, I'm not giving my money to the kids. But Cinnamon can get these hundreds.
Eventually, usually it's gonna end up with the kids anyway.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
You know
That's
what I'm
the
saying?
truth.
It's
It's
called
trickle down to
paying it
somebody
forward.
paying it forward.
I'm paying
Okay.
it forward.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what that is.
That's a daggone shame.
What?
I'm not. I'm honestly surprised about the Halloween
Me too.
celebration being a
I am.
thing. I thought y'all would be more like the house to like,
Absolutely
hand
not.
out like scriptures.
Yeah.
Right.
Like
A
the
New
mini
Testament.
scripture attached to it, like
Mini
God.
Bibles.
You know what
We
I'm saying?
celebrate
Talk
Hallelujah
track.
night.
Yeah.
He might slide you a bag of Skittles with a talk track. tell your wife that's how you gonna get it done. Say, hey, baby, we gonna pass out this candy, but we gonna pass out these talk tracks.
No, man, we ain't gonna do all of that.
Okay.
We're gonna be the fun house.
All
You
right,
know what
be
I'm
the
saying?
fun house.
I was trying to think, should I go full size candy bars or
No,
fun
man,
size?
you gonna
What?
run out of candy.
Don't set the
you-
standard.
yeah.
You just got
Y'all
there.
rich.
That's it. Right. Right. You gonna set the.
I never gave out candy.
You gonna set.
that
You gonna
Milky
set
Way-
the bar too high.
That Milky Way gonna be this big coming from my house.
Because I mean, peep game.
That's $2 a bar. You talking about buying full size candy?
I mean, I know going back to the point about passing out scriptures and stuff like that. But what's the difference between going house to house versus going to Hallelujah night?
I know that's what I'm saying. There's no difference.
What's
Trunk
the
or
difference?
treat.
Y'all
Churches
doing
gave
trunk or
up
treat.
on it and just started saying, "Look, we just gonna throw a Halloween party."
We just a trunk or treat.
Trunk or
They
treat.
gonna
Yeah,
call
yeah.
it something different. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so what's the difference? I mean, I'm not worshiping. I'm not celebrating Satan or death or anything of the nature. It's a good time for people to dress up, get some candy, man.
I dig it.
I hear you.
I dig it. I
Yeah,
dig it.
you know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at it. I just put the bowl
I'm
out.
surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised.
I
Now,
just see when I get older, I might sit outside and kind of greet them. But right now, I just sit the bowl outside and let them.
You ain't never had nobody take the whole bowl.
I don't care
Or
if they
like-
take the whole bowl or not. Whatever's
It's-
left is
once it's
whatever.
gone,
When
it's gone.
it's good. Yeah, most people are respectful though.
Yeah, I
these
did
days.
that
They'll
one
take,
year.
They'll take a little bit.
I set a bowl out and put a sign, take one or whatever, and that was that.
Yeah.
Nah, I want to be a friendly neighbor, man. And it's also because we're in a new neighborhood. It's a good way to like connect with neighbors and stuff like that.
That
Get your
makes
face seen. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I feel you.
I mean, a lot of
Ain't nothing wrong with
neighborhoods.
that.
I do appreciate neighborhoods that come together and do that type of stuff and kind of like block off the street, let the kids walk out there, everybody kind of meet up and set up tables and stuff like that. Like that part is cool. I appreciate.
Yeah,
it.
yeah. But the thing is, it becomes where people literally come to your neighborhood and they driving around in the
Oh,
car.
yeah.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Kid hopping. I'm like, yo,
They
you
do
live
that now.
in. They do.
Yeah,
That's what I'm
We do.
saying.
I ain't gonna lie, I do that now.
That's
I
did
drive them
that.
to the house.
Man.
All right, y'all get out, go get your candy. They come back, they get right back in the car. I drive up to the next house.
Yeah.
I ain't about to walk this joint with
I
y'all.
feel you.
Man.
What we used to do on Halloween back in the day, we used to go to the little neighborhoods first, and then we went to the rich neighborhood last. That's what we used to do.
See, yeah, we never did that. We just went to the mall. Would have a Halloween event.
Oh
We
yeah,
just
the
go-
mall.
All right,
Yeah,
just go
yeah.
to
The mall was a spot. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm on the complete other end of the spectrum. No Halloween ever.
No Halloween
Ever?
ever.
In my 34 years.
That's wild.
Oh,
no
tell me
Halloween
why.
parties.
You want to allow?
Yeah, like and it just didn't grow up. I didn't feel like I was missing out on nothing.
Yo, do you
didn't
want?
feel like you
yeah,
was missing out?
No.
Oh,
won't?
bruh.
Yeah, nah. I
I'm
mean,
surprised.
even Halloween parties growing up, college, all that kind of stuff. All right.
Yeah, I can
Never
say.
dressed
I mean,
up
I
anything.
did the traditional, I guess, go get candy type stuff, but like Halloween party stuff like that, I've never done. I've just never had any interest in getting dressed up and
real?
doing all of that. Yeah,
Yeah,
nah.
same.
Man,
I really do want to go to a party. It's a party down here in Charlotte tonight that I really want to go to, but I need to get back to the crib.
I could not wait for Halloween when I was a kid. Probably just because I like candy. I don't think I cared about the event. I just knew I was gonna leave with a bunch of candy. So I was like, bro, I'm trying to get to Halloween. And I was so mad when my dad snatched Halloween from me. He just snatched it, bro. Like I'm talking about. So we used to do it for real. Like I used to have a costume, real costumes, not the cheap stuff. So we used to have real costumes and everything. Then my dad got baptized, and one year he was just like, look,
It's over.
this y'all last year trick or treat.
Even so you talk about
He
like the
was
churches, like the church,
Bruh,
like the
he
church.
was like,
like
"This y'all last year trick or treat." He said, "This family don't celebrate Halloween
No
more."
more.
I said, "What?" He was like, "We don't celebrate Halloween no more." I looked at my sister. I said, "This the lost
He
his
done
mind.
lost his mind.
Yeah, the
Take
church.
about Halloween from me." I said, "I was so tight. I go back to school. You talking about how you feel like you didn't miss out?" I used to be mad going to school the next day. Everybody got their pillowcase full of candy. I'm sitting there like, "Hey man, let me get one of
Let
them.
me hold some.
Let me get one of them little bags of Skittles, bro." They like, "You ain't got no." I said, "Nah, man, we don't do that no more, bro." My dad took that drink from me. I was tight.
That's
Yeah,
crazy.
the church I grew up in ain't even acknowledge it. They ain't do no Hallelujah night or nothing. Like it
Gotcha.
was like this ain't even.
Yeah.
It's not even getting acknowledged.
Listen,
feel you.
I ain't mad if that's your conviction. That's what's up. That's your conviction. Just know that your conviction is not the same as mine.
Nah, absolutely.
And so
100%.
it's just that's how I rock with it.
Nah,
That's
I
real.
feel
It's interesting now though having a child and like figuring out how we gonna navigate that, how you navigate stuff like the Easter Bunny, how you navigate. Because even then, like my family was like, I remember I spoiled Christmas for my cousins because when they told me at 3 like ain't no Santa Claus, we buy these gifts, blah blah blah. We went to the family function. I was like, hey bro, Santa Claus ain't real.
Yeah, this ain't real. This ain't real.
I made all my cousins cry about it. Santa Claus ain't real, bro. These gifts, I don't know what y'all talking about. And
Yeah.
then my peoples had to pull me to the side, be like, look, that's how our household operates. Everybody don't
Everybody not
operate
like
like
that.
that.
Yeah.
So but all the extra stuff, my family was like,
Now I feel you. Nah, I got that early on too. Like Pops was like, "No, I bought all this. All this.
I bought all this.
That's me."
Yeah, that's how I do with my kids. They don't believe in no Easter bunny and like they do the Easter egg hunts and stuff because they want the candy and the golden egg with the money and the stuff in it. But they know that Easter bunny ain't real. They know Santa Claus ain't real and stuff like that. So I think they just want their stuff.
But
They
yeah, I
don't really
think
care
from
about it no
a
more.
cultural standpoint and tradition, where do you draw the line? But like you said, conviction and all that does come into play. So that's real. That's real. But yeah, hopefully that your outfit goes over well and people in your neighborhood may know who.
He ain't gonna
who
dress
it
like
is.
that in
Nah,
his neighborhood. Now that's a good point. You gonna dress like that around us?
No.
What you gonna be for Halloween in your
Halloween.
neighborhood?
Nah, I'm still working on it. Still working on, but I'm gonna do an anime character.
Oh, okay, I thought you were about to say Mr. Rogers.
No. Oh, that would be dope though. That would be dope.
they might not know who he is.
He
though.
wouldn't.
That's for
They
the parents. Yeah.
Oh yeah, they wouldn't know what that was. Yeah, but no, I'm gonna do an anime character. They probably won't even know the anime character anyway because it's a supporting character in Naruto named Rock Lee.
Oh.
Yeah.
You lost me.
Ball
You
no.
lost me.
You know what I'm talking about?
You know ball.
Yeah.
Hey man, what we on? What we talking about? What we talking about?
Man,
Man, for
it's so-
Halloween, man. Y'all enjoy Halloween. Y'all take
Yeah,
your
man,
kids
enjoy
and
the
not
holidays.
kids, whatever y'all gonna do, man. Just be safe out there
Enjoy
for
and
real.
be
Check
safe
the
out there.
candy. I still check my kids' candy when I bring it home, and then I tax what I find. You know what I'm saying? But
So how do you check the candy?
I just sit it out or go through it, make sure some of it's not open, make sure it's not homemade, a candy or something like that somebody made, different things like
Make
that.
sure it ain't stepped on. He making sure it ain't.
Make sure the work is pure. Gotta make sure the
try
work
to
is
say it in a
pure.
better way. You know what I'm saying? But I check it still, make sure it's straight. People crazy, bro. I'm saying you just never know. People, you never know. So I always
Which
check
goes
the
back
candy.
to why are we doing it in
That's
the first
true.
place when you can just go buy
Buy the
candy.
candy,
That's
bag of
true.
candy.
That's
You
true.
right? You can just go buy the bag of
It's
candy.
festivities. You know what I'm saying? It's just festivities.
But it also speaks to what the extent that we go through to be a part of something that we really don't have to be a part
That's
of.
true.
That's true.
That's
But
a whole
hey,
nother conversation.
you know,
I mean, you know, as soon as Halloween's over, companies and everything, they switch immediately to Christmas.
oh, that's already out.
That's out right now.
That's
I was about to
already
say,
out.
yeah.
Yeah, you can already
Once
go
the
and get all your-
holidays
yeah.
hit, people jump straight to Christmas.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
And Thanksgiving don't even get no love. Like
That don't
Thanksgiving
exist
get
no
no
more.
love, and that's my favorite holiday of the year.
Why? I don't know if we ever had that conversation.
For me, number one, I know football gonna be on all day.
True.
I'm gonna get to eat all day. I barely got anything to do. I don't gotta support nothing for real. I ain't gotta really do nothing but show up. But all the other
Gotcha.
holidays like Christmas, I gotta go buy the gifts. I gotta wrap stuff. I gotta
dig
put it
it.
on there.
I
You
dig
working on Thanksgiving? I ain't doing nothing.
Yeah,
just
I don't
get
wrap
to-
gifts.
You know what I'm saying? I
don't
just get
wrap
to be
gifts at
around.
all. You might get it in the bag I bought it in. I may put it in a gift
I
bag.
actually am not good at wrapping
I'm not
gifts
wrapping
at
gifts,
all.
bro.
It take me forever to wrap gifts.
I
cannot wrap
actually
gifts.
like wrapping gifts. I love the art of wrapping.
I'm not surprised.
Being able to do it in as many many pieces of tape as I can, like that's a goal.
so
for
you
me.
turned into a game, and I
That's
use
just-
half
that's
the
just a
roll
mind
trying to
game.
get.
It's in mind games. It's counting the tape.
You gotta do the things that
Hey,
make you feel
that's
good. You know what I'm
wild.
saying?
Hey, whatever works.
I don't wrap gifts well, but I do it anyway. I just
Yeah, nah, I ain't
you know,
wrapping gifts,
It take
bro.
me forever.
I'll
to
get
wrap
gift
gifts,
bags or I'll put it in because they got these things now. Like I don't know if y'all seen them. You can put like all the gifts in a big ass stocking. Like, you go to TJ Maxx, Marshalls, just get a big stocking. You put all the gifts in that. Hit Merry Christmas.
I might have to do that.
I'm gonna grow up and be the uncle and the dad that's like, let me get that bag back.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Gonna recycle that joint.
Now
for
listen,
next year.
if you give me a bag, just know it's getting saved until the next holiday.
Hey, you do you.
So I'm using that bag for something
Yeah.
else. You know what I'm saying? So
Absolutely.
you might end up, if I give you a gift, you might end up getting that gift, another
We'll
gift
save some
in
bags.
that
Black
same
people
bag.
save
Oh
some
yeah,
bags.
black
We
folks
save
say
some
bags.
don't matter the kind of bag.
Bag.
Don't matter the kind of bag.
Birthday.
We'll save them bags.
You
now.
gonna save a
Birthday
bag.
Why do we save so many grocery store bags? It's like it's really
Multi-purpose.
Yeah, absolutely.
Lunch
It's a
bag,
trash
grocery
bag, lunch,
trash
whatever.
bag, snack bag,
Yep.
Halloween candy bag.
Hey,
Return
it is-
something that you took from
Return
somebody's
something.
house bag.
Yeah. Drop something off bag. Hey, I put that on your door. You know what I mean?
That's a lot of we
Hey, look, and then also depending on where you
stay.
stay, they start charging for them joints too.
Yeah.
That is
Yeah.
true. They
So,
all started
10 cent a bag. Hey, look.
Now, when I lived in New York, that was everywhere you went. It was
real?
10 cent a bag. Like H&M, grocery store,
H&M
whatever.
started doing that. I started feeling like I was stealing, just walking out with my clothes. I
Yeah,
didn't want to pay the 10 cent for the bag.
Now the grocery stores, they would spank off
Now,
of that.
that
Melvin,
was hella cheap. I should have just bought the bag. I'm like, why you charging me for a bag? I'm already buying clothes.
Yeah, nah.
you just spent $30, $40, $60 on some
Nigga, I
clothes.
walked out with a bundle of hoodies like I was stealing.
Hey.
Looked like I was looting that mud.
Looting.
Man, what we talking about, bro? What we talking about, bro?
So many crazy things going on nowadays, man. Speaking of crazy, Gucci Mane just came out with him and his wife talking about how they have been navigating his mental health.
Yeah.
And honestly, bro, I want to start a new segment like the manly deeds segment, like men who have done manly type deeds. And I want to congratulate Gucci on pursuing his mental health.
For sure.
And also letting someone else at the same time help him with his mental health too, because that's probably one of the hardest things to do is actually to one, recognize that you have an issue, and then receive help from people around you because you feel like you got it under control, and it's taboo within the black community too. You know what I'm saying? For us to want to pursue mental health because we feel like if we go see somebody for our mental health, somebody gonna be like,
Yeah.
yeah.
The thing
And
is,
they
though,
make fun of us.
I
everybody
know.
know you crazy, so you might as well get the help. Let me help you. I'ma laugh along the way, but at least let me help.
but if I keep lying to myself and not accepting the truth, you know what
Right.
I'm saying? That's basically what it is.
Well, I mean, the way that I'm not familiar to an in-depth extent on schizophrenia, but I would assume he wouldn't know the level of help he may need. He just may know he's off. So actually being able to call a thing helps us put parameters around it.
So that was the condition that he talked about was schizophrenia.
Yeah, schizophrenia and bipolar.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
bro, to make it seems like voices are talking to you.
Yeah.
That joint's kind of scary, bro. That joint's scary.
So then you start thinking, all the time that he did previously, was that as a result of my bad decisions, or was I really living in my schizophrenia? Was I really in that point in my life mentally incapacitated to where maybe I shouldn't have been in prison, or maybe I should have been given the right treatment to deal with myself, but because nobody took the time, or maybe because I didn't take the time, you know what I'm saying, I sit in jail for a sentence or something that I may not have done when I was in my right mind. You know,
but that's the system, though, because I'm sure if they actually went in depth into mental health, most people who are behind bars have a mental health condition. I firmly believe that. But again, we don't put parameters and appropriate help and resources around people to navigate that. Like even the situation that happened in Charlotte a couple weeks or months ago with the young man and the white
on the
lady
train.
Oh, yeah.
Like
yeah,
he was diagnosed with schizophrenia.
Oh, for
so
real?
who's to say that he didn't have an episode and that's what popped off? But he's not gonna get the help he needs based upon the outcome of his actions. So yeah, we don't necessarily view mental health and cause and effect in a way where people can have appropriate resources to assist them.
Yeah, man. Hey, shout out Gucci. That's real.
Yeah.
Especially not just for a man, but a man of his stature, really, to kind of just come out and be like, this is what I'm dealing with.
Yeah.
This is what's happening to me. This is what I'm doing about it. Because when you made your whole persona off of being a street, you know what I'm saying? That's not something that traditionally a street would do. Like, I'm going to come talk to you about my mental health. I'm going to go to the doctor. I'm going to go see about myself. I'm going to go do whatever. So the fact that he's reached a point where he's like, I'm not going to say man enough, where he's like matured enough to be like, hey, I know who I used to be. I know who people think I am. But my family is more important. My life is more important. My wife is more important. Yeah. So this is how I'm going to handle this situation.
Well, I think that's our natural evolution as you grow and as you learn and you have exposure to new things. You know what I mean? When he was in the street, that was what he knew. And he was still battling that to some extent, but that was what he knew. So once you get out to see more experiences and you have, again, resources and access, you can address things appropriately. And glad that he came out, spoke on it. I think it will help a lot of people. But yeah, it's wild to see.
I think it speaks to like the like once you get past like the substance abuse piece too.
Removing that.
It allows for you to like, you know what I'm saying, see things clearly.
Yeah, for sure.
And understand like, oh damn.
For sure.
Like it wasn't just the substances, because even in listening to his memoir, because I listened to that joint maybe sometime last year, I think I listened to his memoir. A lot of it, and even saw some clips of the Breakfast Club interview. He was talking about a lot of it, like drugs triggered a lot of it. Too.
Oh yeah.
And he didn't realize that. So it's like
the
lean, weed, all the pills, all that kind of stuff. So it's very interesting to see like once you get out of numbing it and you start to sit with yourself and create that space to kind of sit and process. It's like, hold on, okay, that's not me.
Right.
You know what I mean, let me figure out what that is, and then being able to take the step. To
and I think the life lesson to that too is a lot of times we don't do what we have to do, sit with ourselves to really figure out what is going on. We lean on all these other things, whether it's substance, whether it is doing randomness, et cetera, to really sit with yourself and figure out, okay, how can I move different in this capacity? So yeah, life lesson number one.
Hey, we're gonna touch back on that sit with yourself, John.
Yeah, you gotta sit with yourself, man.
We're gonna touch back on that.
Go ahead and touch on it right now.
No, I was just I didn't know we were done with that particular conversation, whatever, but I was just gonna add to it, like, this is also the perfect example of why it's important to pick the right woman. Because when they were on the interview, listening to how his wife has handled the situation with him, the commitment that she's made to be like, all right, I know that he's dealing with something, but I'm not just going to leave him out there. I'm not going to treat him like everybody else while your friend's sitting around enabling you to do what it is that you're doing and not helping you pull out your situation. I'm going to lean into this man that I've decided to connect myself to, and I'm going to support, you know what I'm saying, what he got going on, even when he's not strong enough to do it for himself. So I'm like, yo, this is what it's supposed to look like when we pick a partner. Like, this is what we be hoping for when we pick a partner, like someone that's not just going to be with us while we up. You know what I'm saying? Someone that's able to be in the fight with me when I can't even fight for myself. So I feel like, yo, when I was watching that interview, I was like, yo, shout out to her for, being a real woman, not just for the glitz and the glam, but like, yo, this is my man, this is whatever. So I'm going to, in spite of what everybody else is doing, this is how I'm going to handle the situation.
The cool thing about it is like, she was like, I know your patterns. I know your patterns. When you start getting isolated, distant, the way that you text and things like that, is like, okay, your episode about to come up, and that's crazy in itself. Is just like how things like ebbs and flows and like comes in circles and stuff like that when it comes to episodes. But the fact that she was able to catch those things and be like, hey, you about to go through right now, we need to go ahead and prepare for it. And the sitting with yourself, the reason why I wanted you to talk about that is because I know us as men it takes a lot for us to admit we need help. To like actually pause, analyze our situation and say we need help, because oftentimes I'm not gonna speak on y'all, I'm gonna speak about me. I try to be Superman as much as I can. Like I try to be Superman in the sense that I carry my own burdens. I don't want to burden anyone else, you know what I'm saying? And I even take on your burdens too, you know, at the same time. But to actually realize is like I can't take on anyone else's any more burdens is a huge like revelation in order to do so. Like last night I was talking to my wife, and there's some things that are transpiring amongst my friend group. Like one of my friends, he's trying to plant a church, and he wants me to be a part of the plant, which I'm like, all right, that's cool. I could be a part of it. I can't do plant stuff right now though. You know what I'm saying? Like I have too much stuff on my plate. My wife stopped me in the middle of my sentence. She said, "Thank you for at least admitting that." Mm-hmm. She said, because apparently I have been carrying stuff on my plate, too much stuff, and I hadn't admitted it. And she thought that I was she thought I was Supermaning. And for me to actually admit it out loud, she was like, that brings me so much peace just to know that you got too much stuff on your plate. And so I just had to tell homeboy straight up. I was like, listen, I want to be able to help, but it can't. I have to put boundaries.
Yeah,
I have
you gotta
to put
do it,
boundaries
bro.
in there. I got this time in which I can be able to allot to you. I'm not picking up or carrying chairs. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing any of that stuff. Hey, bro,
I ain't setting up or breaking down.
I ain't setting
None
up or
of
breaking
that.
down. I already broke my back trying to set up a church up in Maryland. I ain't doing it right now. You know what I'm saying? And I'm older. I'm 10 years older than what I was back then. But anyway, I was like, yeah, I realized I have too much stuff on my plate, and I can't add anything right now.
No, that's big.
No,
That's
yeah.
big.
I
And
feel
shout
like-
out to Shaka the Manly D's in-house counselor for all
All her work that she's
all
doing
the
in
work that
community.
she is doing with Dot.
She be doing work with y'all too.
Oh, I know.
She was like, hey, y'all quit saying
That Mel's
that
crazy.
Mel's on the spectrum.
I appreciate it.
Mel is
I
on the
appreciate it.
spectrum, bro.
I'm not on the spectrum.
And that's the thing. You just commended Gucci wife for calling it out. Now we can't call out your
I'm
stuff.
saying-
We know you on the
She-
spectrum.
She didn't call it out. She said, "I'm going to support you in what you're going through." She didn't.
But she
call it
also
out.
helped
She
him-
didn't say you schizophrenic.
No. See, my
she didn't
thing.
sit behind the nigga every time he was having an episode and go,
No, my thing in our community is we hate putting names to stuff, right? Like Gucci, schizophrenic, bipolar. You OCD, ADHD, LMNOP. OCD. I mean, we all got it. Like, we all got a thing, bro. Put a name to it and own it. It's okay.
"No."
Get yourself
Saying that,
diagnosed
I
by a
got-
professional.
That's what-
Get yourself diagnosed by a
Diagnosed
professional.
by
That's
professional.
what it is.
Get
That's
yourself
that part right there.
diagnosed by professional.
That's what she
And
said.
then having your mans be behind you going, "This nigga's retarded." Every time you do something,
Hey,
it's two totally different things.
Don't let me go to that appointment because I'm gonna be, hey Doc, I told you.
It's two totally different things.
God.
So you feel like that was more so sitting with yourself, or do you think that was more so of you becoming self-aware? Were you more aware that I'm carrying too much
Well, I
versus
think-
like sitting with? Because I have a different viewpoint of what sitting with yourself looks like.
I'd imagine the self-awareness comes from after sitting with yourself. And I'm pretty sure you can sit with yourself after being aware to actually like try to navigate
It's
things.
interchangeable.
Yeah. So I think for me, it was a matter of just doing inventory. Just looking at my life, doing inventory. And seeing the capacity that I have. And then after doing the inventory, making an assessment of that inventory of my life. Yo, there's a lot going on right now. And so now it's a matter of sitting with myself again after making the realization, okay, so how can I handle this moving forward? You know what I'm saying? So I think it was a matter of sitting with myself, doing the inventory, making an assessment, and then making the plan. All right, how we going to do moving forward?
The church plant example made me think about something, and I think part of it too, one of the things I've been practicing over the last couple of years is because, you start doing things, establishing things, people want your they want your help, they want your expertise, they want all those different types of things. One of the effort that I've made over the last couple of years is people approach me with different things that they want me to assist with, is like being very clear about supporting the person, but not supporting or taking on the burden of the thing.
Yeah.
Like, it's your job to build the thing.
Yeah.
I'm here for you as a homie,
Sure.
as
Yeah,
a brother,
yeah.
as like whatever. You want to call me and scream and shout because your team ain't doing what they're supposed to do? I got you. You want to call me and think through strategy on how you need to market, blah, blah, blah. You want to know what kind of cameras you need. You want to know, I could do that all day. You send me text messages, voice notes, whatever. We can do that stuff all day. But when it comes to being on a team and being a part of a team and sitting in a room and committing to be there on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, like, no, that's where we start to kind of see some capacity things. And I think trying to help people who are building something, especially if this is their first or second time building a thing, to help them separate themselves from the thing. Like, yo, you and me saying I can't support the thing is not me saying I can't support you. Some people can't, you know what I mean, make that distinction, but helping them make that distinction, I think, is like helpful as well. And you can save a lot of relationships that way too.
For sure. Word. Yeah.
Because those working dynamics are always different. Yeah. It's always different being somebody's homie versus like them technically becoming a boss or a leadership figure, especially when they come into you for expertise. It's a tough balance.
Right. And to the fact, to your point, you might be a boss in your world. You're not a boss over here. So
right.
Again, I can help you navigate some things, whatever. But the expectation, if you have a different expectation from what I'm willing to give, let's lay that out up front because
yeah.
Because people will cut you off if they don't think you support them.
Oh yeah.
Like the relationship.
Yeah,
oh,
bro.
Yeah.
I was reading this list the other day. Homegirl, you know, everybody like making lists. I was reading this list on Facebook, and the girl was like, "Here's the ways that you find that you have fake friends." Right. Number one was when you up, you know, they don't celebrate you, but they come around when you down. I was like, oh, okay, whatever. And then one of them was like, they don't repost your posts. I was like, now hold on now.
Look, what
are these standards that people are making that makes you and one of them, another one was like, before you go into it, another one was they don't write happy birthday on your page. I'm like, hey, bro, hey, what are we doing?
I'm not trying to be misogynistic right now.
When you start off a sentence like that,
no, because that's how people,
you know what you are.
Because sometimes that's how people will perceive what you're saying. You said that this was a girl's list on what it looks like when your friends don't support. You said a girl. You said she said.
But it's
okay. I got you.
So I think that women have different lists to classify what support looks like from their friends than what we do. Because if you don't put happy birthday under my post, I'm not gonna stop being your friend.
I won't.
If you don't repost
that's my
one
boundary.
if you don't repost one of my posts, Lace don't even post.
I know my boundaries.
Lace don't even post.
That made me think about stuff in general though, because I feel like even again in counseling people who are trying to build businesses, trying to do something creative, whatever, I feel like people need to be able to separate their friend group and their families from their target audience and their customer.
Yeah,
that's you know what I'm saying? It's like, bro, I'm just not your target customer.
Yeah,
like I can support you all day, but I don't want to buy this because it's not going to add any value to me. So even it's like, well, reposting is free. It's like, bro, it's my channel. Like And if I reach it, like especially once you start doing something, when you start doing stuff and making friends, and everybody's doing something, it's like, bro, if I reposted every one of my friends who was doing something every single time they did something,
it'd be a whole page.
You would never see me. You would think I was like the Charlotte page or something like that, trying to support all or black business Charlotte or something like that. You're trying to repost all these people. You know what I'm saying? Like so it's like, bro, identify your friends. Your friends are not always your target audience or your target consumer.
That's true.
And you know where I learned that? I learned that doing this podcast. When we first started doing this podcast, I was like, yo, all my people's gonna be on it. And then it dawned after a while, I was like, my homeboy don't even listen to podcasts. Why would he listen to ours? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's not his thing.
Yeah.
So I can't be mad at him when I be like, oh yeah, I mentioned this on my podcast, and he'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, bro, I don't have an hour to give to listening to something all day. I work with kids. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh, that makes sense. I know not to hold you to that standard, because one, this might not even be your cup of tea. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So when we would start doing the podcast, what I would do is I would do my normal post, my repost, my story time, whatever. And if people catch on, people catch on. And then that's another thing. You mentioned Lace. Lace don't even be on social
Nah,
media.
he
He
don't.
don't post. He don't do nothing like that. So why would I even be mad at them when my own co-host he don't even be on there like
Which is
that.
a problem because I've been telling him that too. But go ahead.
I've been doing better.
You have
I
to do
am
that.
not going to force anybody to be on social media.
It's different when you're trying to build a brand.
Hey man,
True.
I'm not
Hey.
gonna force anybody to be on social media.
all you got problem solved. Lace been getting these big bags. He just need to hire his own personal social media
I
manager.
might do
somebody
that. I
like
might
a
do
manager
that.
or something.
I
Yeah,
might
it
do
is.
I'm
that.
surprised you
I
don't
might
have
do
an
that.
assistant though, for real.
I just don't. Yeah, I don't.
Of
AI.
Yeah.
I heard a lot
Yeah.
of people doing that.
Hey
Yeah.
man, small business, low
Yeah.
overhead.
Speaking of that, can we talk about AI real quick?
No, hold on. I'm the opposite of you. I was actually surprised when some of my friends were tapping into the podcast.
Yes,
because
yes.
I honestly didn't expect the people around me to even be interested in the pod.
Yes.
And I think it's because like when we not on camera, when I'm hanging out, when I'm talking, a lot of the time, the people that were closest to me always were like, I was too opinionated, or I talk too much, or I like to argue, or they don't listen to me no way when I talk anyway. So I felt like, all right, when I do the pod, I never even expected that the people around me would listen to it.
yeah.
I always created it thinking like, all right, the people out there would probably want to listen to it, not the people around me. But when the people around me started being like, hey, that episode,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
appreciate when y'all was talking about X, Y, Z. I was like, oh dang,
Yeah,
y'all
crazy.
because you don't. Like it's weird. Like you see people in the comments, but you don't really know who's listening to your pod
You don't.
until they say something to you out in public, like, "Oh, that last episode was straight," or this or that. I'm like, I didn't even know you listened to X, Y, and Z. So to me, it shocked me when the people around me were listening to it. You know, I
Well,
expected
yeah,
like some people to kind
It
of.
just speaks to like how people can start to find value when they see you in a different context or a different light.
Absolutely.
It's like when the opinionatedness ain't pointed at me
Oh,
because I said I like ketchup over barbecue sauce, and now we having a whole 30-minute conversation about it. When you do it, it's entertaining when it's over there.
yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? Or when you provide some other information or something like that. But it's just interesting how that change in context can, it's like, oh, now you're providing value versus like me feeling like I'm targeted. You know what I mean? Or
okay.
whatever it is that they might be.
I
feeling
never
in
looked at it
moment.
like that.
Yeah.
Maybe
that's
that's what was wrong because people felt like I was targeting them by just being.
And that's the beauty of belonging. It all comes back to that. That's the beauty of belonging.
Yo, he did not talk like that. He does not talk like that. That should be pissing me off. Lace do not talk like that, bro.
Lace out here,
But
clip
no, for real though, that's the beauty of it because a lot of times people only see you in a certain way. You have showcased that you aren't a monolithic experience, so you have other opinions and things that you bring to the table, flaws and all, and people can identify with that, and it makes connection, builds relationship, whether it is within the social media realm or if it's in your inner circle. So it just shows the beauty of belonging
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Context is everything.
in the sense thereof. So yeah, it all comes back to
So
it.
the flip side of that too, Mel, is not getting so comfortable in strangers, because it's cool. It's cool, one, to see that people that I do know tap in. We see more strangers tapping in, and I've had to tell myself, hey, don't get too dialed into these people who don't really know you liking your stuff. Like these are not your support system. The people who are close to you are your support system. So a sense of belonging can't just be based upon likes, reshares,
Oh, absolutely.
and
Yeah,
stuff
absolutely.
like that.
yeah,
You know what I'm
No.
saying?
I'm
not
talking
like that.
substance, depth.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
more so what I'm speaking to.
But like, but we found our space. For some strange reason, Facebook loves us, and so we're finding more of our audience. And as we are finding audience, while I do appreciate you all, I still must come back to who is my core to be like, these are my actual support, not necessarily.
Well, I
these
mean, yeah. I mean, I think it's just more so the model of scale and spread. We've scaled up, and now we're spreading, throughout.
This
So
do not talk like that,
that's
bro.
what it is,
He
bro.
talking
Like,
good
that's
though.
what it
He
is.
do not
He
talk
talking
like
good
that,
though.
bro.
Lace clip farming for his next client, bro. Let me switch my professional mode on.
I'm like, my God,
what
bro,
it
this
is,
man, bro.
He talking good though.
You know what that remind me of? It's a scene in Fresh Prince, bro. When Will get kicked out of the house and he go over to Jazz house and Jazz like, I got company, women with breasts, and he was like, come on, man, I ain't gonna have nowhere to sleep. And Jazz was like, well, those are the harsh realities in which the world in which we cohabitate. That's Lace. That's what Lace be doing. He just switching to the professional jargon.
Hey,
Like, man, come on, bro.
hey, you never
Man,
know.
you're not giving bad advice. He just don't talk like that, bro. It just, I think Troy. The reason why I was so surprised until you just shared that revelation is like, in my mind, I don't feel like I'm attacking
Right.
y'all, because it's like the same way Lace will be like, call me like Jonah. I feel like we all Jonah. We cracking on each other, so I feel like
Right.
I'm joining in the festivities, or I'm joining the, like, this how we do. We clown on each other, we joke on each other, we whatever. Or I'm coming from the standpoint of like, you telling me I'm your man or this or that, and I feel like we supposed to be helping each other, like pushing us towards whatever it is that. So like, if you say I'm trying to work on this or whatever, insert whatever this is, and then I see you go in the opposite direction, and I say like, hey, ain't you supposed to be?
Yeah.
You feel like I'm attacking you, but I'm like, oh, I thought we was working on that
Sure.
together because I'm your man, so I'm supposed to say something to you, right? I'm not supposed to just let you do whatever, but others are receiving it as me being opinionated about the situation or attacking them for whatever, or I'm going too hard, on you. So then to me, the feeling's like, dang, dude, like what do you think about me as your friend if you feel like I'm actually trying to attack you?
Yeah, nah.
Like if you feel like that's the angle that I'm coming at. So that's why I'm saying like I was surprised, because that's usually would have been the feedback I get. So that's why it puts me in the put me in the head frame of like, well, dang, what do you really think about me if you think that that's what I'm trying to do to you? Because you see how I treat other people that I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like when I'm out here in the world, you see how I treat people that I don't mess with. So if you see that, how do you even come to that conclusion through this interaction that we,
It's just,
what I'm saying, having right now?
some people just not used to exchange, bro. And I realized that in college, because me and my two of my closest homies, like we used to just stay up in we were roommate all 4 years at Winston, and we used to stay up and argue about whatever until 2-3 in the morning. Like we would just talk about whatever, music, girls, sports, like we just arguing. Like just debating, just coming up with so then when we go to the yard, we kicking on the block and something comes up, and then we, you kind of get to that mode. You get excited, you get elevated, you start talking with your hands, and people like, dang, bro, or they be like, man, this is
That's me,
asshole, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but I realized that like some people just aren't used to exchanging. Like some people aren't used to like having an opinion and being holding fast to that opinion, and like some part of it is like I think some of it has to do with just like, again, just the debate, exchange. Sometimes it's intellect or just depth of knowledge. Like, so like I got homies who just know a lot about a lot. You know what I'm saying? So when we have conversations, it's like, dang, like it could really, we could really have a really 30-minute, 45-minute conversation about something very, very, that would on the surface for somebody seem like simplistic.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying? And I think that's something I just realized, like everybody's not used to that exchange. So it's like, dang, bro, he think he know it all, or he attacking me, or like whatever it is. And it's just like something that you realize, like, okay, certain people, you just hit them with you start to hit them with the Lace-isms. Hit them with the chopping wood and carrying water, baby. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
Start hitting them with the.
You gotta know your
Exactly.
audience.
You leave them at that baseline and keep us like, okay, I ain't gonna. We don't need to talk about systemic issues,
Right.
with you, because you're gonna feel like I'm talking about
You
your
already
auntie and them.
adapted.
It's like,
Right,
You're
right,
adapted.
right, right.
That's true. That's real.
And some people too, to add to that, just don't know how to navigate what they would consider conflict.
yeah.
Whether good or bad, they don't know how to navigate that. And I think too, we have a superficial view of friendships, particularly in this day and age, because it's about, oh, if you like my stuff or you repost it. I don't care nothing about that. I'm more so concerned about your character and who am I spending time with and pouring into, etc. Whether you like, share, whatever, that's your thing. But if the other aspects that are more important to me aren't there, then we don't really have much to talk and engage about. And I think too is how you come into a space, you know what I'm saying? So being able to connect, engage appropriately, but also not leave a bad taste in people's mouth, you know what I'm saying? So I think that also comes into play. But most people just don't know how to navigate conflict, or they don't have a depth of knowledge to even really engage.
Yeah.
So back to that point of like sitting with yourself. When you were saying you kind of became aware of the fact that you felt like you was carrying too much, and just being honest about the fact that you've been carrying too much. And I feel like as far as like sitting with yourself, I don't think a lot of people in general take time to sit with themselves, but I don't think a lot of men really take time to actually sit with themselves and really figure out who they are, what they want, what are my blind spots, what are my quirks, what are my triggers, I don't think that we really take the time to do that a lot of times on our own. I think a lot of us have to be pushed to a place where something happens to us where we have no choice but to like, now I got to sit in this and figure out what it is, or we're forced into isolation. And then you ain't got no choice but to sit with yourself because you by yourself. You know what I'm saying? And that's how, like, for me anyway, I usually have been pretty good with, like, in my life of, like, sitting with myself and trying to be more self-aware about who I am as a person to, like, kind of, like, help me with my own confidence when I, like, walk into a room or whatever like that. But just these last couple years of being, like, forced into isolation, it's had me, like, really having to sit with myself, like, for real. And I feel like I told one of my friends recently that I feel like I've been learning too much about myself in a short period of time. Like, it's one thing to learn about yourself, but when it seemed like every other day you learning something new about yourself, good and bad, you start feeling like this is too much information for me to deal with at one time. What am I supposed to start with? How am I supposed to, move forward? Because I feel like I'm in this this weird space, like this transitional space, obviously for the better, where the stuff that I used to do don't work no more, but the stuff that I'm trying to do ain't working either. So it's like I'm trying to figure out who I am as a person, you know what I'm saying, who I am as a man at this stage of my life, like all the stuff that's around me. And so when you're talking about, like, sitting with yourself, it's been, I'm not going to say hard to sit with myself, but it's been hard in a lot of ways to be doing it as a result of being forced to be isolated.
Sure.
So being forced into isolation and having to sit with myself, I think has made it harder, because then I'm not doing it to my own accord. And then that's when I'm, like, learning, more about myself. And so when you're talking about just, like, understanding what support looks like as a friend, or what would cause a relationship to drift apart, I had to get to a point where I stopped being mad with everybody else, because I felt like everyone else was leaving me out to dry because they had their own stuff going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're trying to build and grow a business. You were running the business. You was getting married. You was having children. You was going back to school, buying houses, and different things like that. And it's like everybody was moving around, but I was sitting still. But it wasn't because I didn't want to be moving. It was like I was forced to sit still. So then I was having to deal with myself. I was having to deal with my own emotions. I was taking my frustration out on everybody else. Like, dang, y'all need to be supporting me more. Like, why y'all not around? I try to hang out. You be like, oh, no, I'm with the wife. I'm like, this always with his wife. You ain't never taking a break. You with your wife again? Like, oh, you going to your kid's game. Your kid's game, that important. I'm trying to hang out. So you sitting there, like, being just really forced to sit there and, like, all right, what is it about me, that needs to change? What is it about my situation that could probably change about my perspective? Or is this just a transitional period where I'm supposed to wait, for what's next for me? So, but I say all that to say, like, I would much rather have sat with myself on my own, like on my own, and just been intentional and be like, you know what? I'm going to take a day, I'm going to take a couple days, maybe a couple weeks, and I'm going to sit and be like, yo, let me sit with myself, really see, the good and the bad, and just figure out, because I think that would have been way easier for me to deal with than being forced to have to sit with myself and figure it out.
Well, that's the beauty of the journey, man. I mean, you just at a different stage in your evolution, and that's how you have to approach it. I know you often, I'm just going to say, beat yourself up at times, but sometimes you are forced to do a thing to be better at it and come out of. Like, I mean, we've all been in the workforce in some capacity throughout. When an organization is developing a strategic plan, what do? They look at what they have done, where they want to go, and the steps to take to get there. That's a part of sitting with yourself. If you look at any framework when it comes to self enhancement, self-development, number one is self-awareness. If you look at any model, you got to be self-aware. Some of that, sometimes it is forced upon you. Sometimes you can do it at your own within your own free will. But that's just the name of the game. So, yes, it can be difficult. It can feel uncomfortable, but that's the premise, and that hopefully it leads to a better outcome to your evolution through revelation.
I'm saying part of it too is just being able to, because it's all seasons and cycles.
Correct.
And I think one of the things that I've come to over the years is being able to recognize, like, when this season is coming up, or when the cycles are changing over, and then you can surrender to it, as opposed to, like, trying to be like, dang, what's
right? Why?
You know what I mean? Like, like, okay, that you recognize the feeling, and then you surrender to, like, okay, this is the season I'm in. Let me
that's it.
Let me just go through it and navigate it. So let me now I need to kind of, now that I know I'm in the season, let me figure out what the release mechanism is supposed to be. Is it going to be journaling in this season? Is it going to be leaning into a specific relationship, like a pastor, mentor, whatever, if there's somebody available? Is it that I just need to go to the gym more? What are the things that are around me? What are the resources that are around me to help me navigate this season? And I feel like as these seasons happen, as you go through a couple of them, you start to have like a your tool
Oh,
belt,
yeah,
and you start
yeah.
to just figure like,
Yeah.
okay, what gadgets are available for me to be able to make it through this season? Because it happens over and over and over again of like things going up and everything being straight and everybody's available and it's lit, and then things that need to be in hibernation, isolation, thinking through things, figuring out, planning, just letting things being still and just listening and figuring out what's going to be next.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you start to, it's an ebb and a flow.
Yeah.
And part of it is just being able to, half of the battle is being able to recognize it and surrender to it. Because I think a lot of times too, people can recognize like, dang, something wrong, but they also force themselves to feel like they're supposed to be doing something to get themselves out of that season.
That's the thing.
As
Yeah,
opposed
that's
to
the
like,
thing.
as opposed to just being
That's
like,
the
oh, this is
thing.
just where we at. Okay, cool. Let me go read a book.
And I'm good with that.
And
Let me go do whatever.
I didn't know how to do, and I'm still learning how to
Yeah.
do that. And I'm just being honest because
Yeah.
like the reason why I was struggling so hard is because it was like I've always been able to pull myself up by my own bootstraps, or I've always had a plan. I've always been able to just go do and execute because, like I talk about all the time about not really getting help as a child, like growing up not being helped, being the child that no one worries about because they like, oh, they gonna figure it out, and because I figure it out. Because I ain't got no choice but to figure it out. People start feeling like, why I ain't got to do as much with him because he gonna figure it out, or so they don't help as much,
Right.
or whatever. So then I always had got in that mode where like if something's gonna happen, I gotta fix it. I gotta be the one to do it. It's not gonna happen for me if I don't go do it, because no one has ever kind of just been like, all right, well, let me lean a hand down to you, or whatever, or pull you up. It's always like I gotta get it on my own. So then when I get into a situation, I start thinking like, how am I gonna get myself out this situation? And it's not like let me sit there and think, oh, this is just what it is, and I read a book, because my brain is always processed like if something's gonna change, I've had to do something.
Yeah.
Right,
So
but even in
learning
that,
how
though,
to sit.
Even in that, just from a lens of being self-aware, even when you thought you were figuring it out by yourself, somebody was somewhere doing something to help you along the way. And that's just
That part.
and that's an aspect of the surrendering, because there were times where I kind of shared some of the same ideals when I got to get it. If I'm gonna do it, I got to get it myself. Now it was always somebody somewhere
Yeah.
that was like, let me look out. Because even in as far as a career pathway, y'all know the story. That was given, but I had to work at it and maturing within myself to see, okay, this is where I can take it now. But somebody somewhere has always been there to lend a hand or to say, okay, I'm gonna give this opportunity, I'm gonna look out in this way. It's always that in some capacity, although you may think I did it on my own. It's always somebody somewhere.
Yeah.
And I'm not disagreeing with you, but I can probably count 3 times since I've been an adult where someone has literally been like, I'm gonna help you with this.
Like
Legit-
verbatim say it,
like legitimately,
or the action behind,
like the verbiage and the action.
Oh, okay.
Like I'm
Yeah,
legitimately, because I remember them. Because that's how little help I get. When someone do help me, it's burned into my memory.
Yeah.
Because they helped me with something.
And part of that, I think, for me at least, because I've been in somewhat of a similar season, transitioning from entrepreneurship, going back to work. I'm in a transition where my current marriage is starting to get longer than my previous marriage, on top of being a father. So it's like I'm starting to enter to like white space. And I feel like I've been changing. To your point, I'm the same way. Like once I had put myself in a cocoon to kind of like in the earlier parts of my career, because I was doing something that was so different from everybody. It's like I can't get advice from nowhere. Like parents is telling you to do this, Like your support system was very, very small. And even some of my people who were supporting me didn't even know what to say, because they couldn't even really see what I was building. So it's like I'm really in this isolated state trying to get to building this thing. And then you transition out of that and you going into something else where you completely have, all new spaces. And now I think that's where faith has come into play. And my relationship with the Lord has really helped me get through this season, because now it's like to the point of like what it is that I need to do. It's like, as opposed to thinking that it's something that's in my brain or something that's immediately in my network, I don't know what he gonna use or what he gonna do. So that's why sitting down is so important, and being quiet, because you can listen to know like what's the next step, and it could where am I gonna go? Like because it may be something that's in your orbit, but not necessarily in your network or in your reach. You might just not need to be at this coffee shop at this time.
And it happened.
And the person
and that's that mustard seed.
Yeah. So, but yeah, that's me. That's the season I'm in right now.
For real.
You know what I'm saying?
I'm in that similar season. I haven't had the toolkit that maybe y'all have had, and I'm learning how to get that right now.
Yeah, I
Like
was
I'm
about to say,
actively
maybe this-
learning. Like
maybe
I'm
this the
actively
learning.
learning how to do it. And I, just like going back, and I know we spend a lot of time on me. We can move on, but it's
No,
just
you
going
good.
back
we,
to
we
like
like focusing on you because we want to get you right, brother. you are greatest work effort. You are greatest work.
and just like going back to you, like you saying, like I beat myself up a lot. Like people saying, like Shrita says a lot, like you need to give yourself more grace, or Troy says you need to give yourself more grace. I've heard other people be like, yo, you too hard on yourself, like you too hard on yourself. And I don't feel, a lot of times I haven't felt like it's by choice. I feel like I've responded to myself the way that other people have responded to me growing up. Like I've kind of always gotten the harsher punishment than everyone around me, or I've gotten more of the stern talking to than I've always been expected to be the bigger person at every, turn. Someone may do something, they'll get a slap on the wrist. I do it, I get the worst thing that you've ever seen. Like like other people haven't always been as graceful with me. So then in my mind, I've developed this thing like, well, I got to be hard on myself too, because everybody else is gonna be hard on me, or like I can't go easy on myself because ain't nobody else gonna go easy on me, kind of thing. And I'm trying to unlearn that, which is crazy to try to unlearn that at 39 years old. But it's just like, because of that, I've always. And it's not by choice. It's like I want to give myself grace. I'm like, what the hell does that even look like? When people say give yourself grace, what does that even mean? Like, what does it mean to give yourself grace?
To the points that were made earlier, faith in enhancing aspect. Well, one, your relationship with God, that helped me. It also enhanced my faith. So when you are comparing yourself to aspects of upbringing and what you experienced personally compared to, and also how you reflect on that. One thing I often tell myself, the old me is dead. This is new. This is new. So when I reflect on that, and also when you talk about aspect of grace and how grace may be given to others, etc., I strive not to compare in that realm or in that lens, because I think about the grace that he has given me personally, what he did for me, nobody else. He does his thing for you, but what he's done for me, that's what it is. And that has enhanced how I move, how I think, and how I affirm myself on a daily basis. It all goes back to the source.
And to layer into that, it's like literally casting those cares. You know what I'm saying? It's like literally like, I don't have to solve this problem.
No.
Giving yourself grace is looks like this is not for me to solve.
Yeah.
Right.
Because I've placed my faith in Christ.
Yeah.
Because of my relationship with God. Pray about it. Thank him for it already being
I
accomplished.
appreciate it. We claim it in advance.
That's what it looks like. To me, that's actively what giving yourself grace looks like. It's like applying the grace that's already been applied to us to yourself, literally. So it's like, this isn't it. I know this situation, this ain't for me to find out right now. All I can do is I'm gonna sit here, thank him for it already being done, cast that care, and then like I'm gonna just let me stay in these routines and these rhythms.
That's it.
Until the next step is
it.
revealed, as opposed to, and I mean, again, it's gonna sit with you, but again, it's like, whenever it pops up in the brain, it's like, that ain't for me to solve.
Right.
I've already given that up. It's already solved.
That routine part is necessary, because if you don't have that routine and you get off, you can literally
you can see it.
You can begin to just decline, just automatically right there, and continuing on the path despite the things that you see upon your in your journey, even though it may have been dangerous walking in this direction. Just keep walking. Keep walking. You'll get there.
And sometimes that's the test.
Yes.
Will you keep walking it out?
Yes.
Will you keep walking it out? And will you acknowledge the source in which the outcome came from? Because good, bad, or indifferent, as Paul stated, we gonna go through stuff. That's in the book. We gonna go through it. But are you willing to walk it out?
Yeah.
Are you willing to walk it out? Oh, taste and see. That's in the book.
Hey, look,
that's in the book.
You got carryover.
Hey.
Worship night.
That's in the book.
Hey.
Oh, taste and see.
They either got lace activated.
Right.
They either got lace activated.
You shall find.
It's in the book. He's not lying. He is not lying.
I know he's not lying.
Hey.
He's not lying.
But again, you have to find your own way of doing that. Because
sure.
I say, hey, Big G, this is what I'm navigating.
I know.
What we doing?
Listen, when I first met Lace, he kept calling God Big G. I said, hey, you better call him Jesus, okay? We specifying the names. We just can't be calling him Big G, okay? Specify who you talking to.
Big G, not the little.
Yes,
Big
exactly.
G, not the little. That's what we do.
Hey man, if y'all don't get nothing from this pod, man, I don't know what to tell you. Right? If y'all don't leave with something, if y'all don't learn nothing, if y'all don't get empowered by the time y'all leave here, bro, I'm trying to tell y'all, I'll put my pod. I say my pod, but I'll put this pod up against anybody's
Anybody.
Yeah, bro.
Anybody's pod, bro.
I legit have been saying to myself, like, I watch other podcasts, you know, and I'm like, I don't see what people get from this other than the fact that these are celebrities that were just talking. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even mention, but some of these people don't have podcasting skills. They just
Talking.
they just be talking. You know what I'm saying? And no interaction, no point of conclusion, none of those things. And I'm like, why haven't we been able to get the eyes? And this has been a faith process for me. Sure. You know what I'm saying? Just realizing it's like, hey, just keep swimming, and eventually you'll get the rightful recognition.
But even in that, it's a faithful. If anybody, when folks ask me like, what do y'all be talking about? Because even with, I was telling you all that the barber that I go to, he was like, you know, he saw something on TikTok or something like that. He was like, yo, why don't y'all look at coming and recording here and seeing the setup that they have. These are two older gentlemen. They connected to the community. And he even told me just yesterday, he was just like, I appreciate some of the things that y'all talk about because we don't hear that in other avenues. Yeah. And he was like, granted, I'm older than you, but the same things that you all have spoken on from a mental health standpoint, pathways, that kind of thing. He was like, that resonates with what we see coming in and out of the shop, because he was like, the barbershop used to be the place we would go and have these kind of conversations. And it came to mind. I was like,
he don't even know.
I was like, you know, at the end of the day, our goal is to connect, engage, influence, and impact.
Come on now.
That's all that it is. That is the 4 pillars of what we do.
Yo, he don't even know that our original description for the podcast.
Oh yeah,
was
that's what I'm saying. Right. Yeah.
So it's literally like.
So it's that kind of energy. I get messages all the time like, I appreciate y'all bringing that topic up. I'm dealing with that, or I'm navigating that. So again, putting a name to what folks are navigating and dealing through. But we do that through connection, engagement, influence, and impact.
Yeah.
And with that being said, we appreciate y'all tapping in with us. We got our boy Dave got wings in the studio with us.
Here.
Yes, it's your boy Troy, Life Coach Lace, Nelly Mel.
Go get the merch, man. Go get the merch. The shop is live. Go get the merch. Go get the merch.
All right.
And this is the last thing I'm gonna say.
That's what I'm getting everybody for Christmas. They just
the MVP merch.
They didn't get merch.
Hey, I'll pass it out. The merch.
That's what
I hands them out.
The merch.
You just need to be yourself for Halloween.
That's it.
Be yourself.
Be yourself for Halloween.
Be
Put the merch
yourself.
on.
Put it on.
That would be kind of dope if I
it
just
on.
wore Manly D's shirt. That would be dope.
Hey,
that would be dope.
I need to get like one of those.
Matter of fact, I am gonna hand out something for Halloween. I'm gonna put the link on a card and hand out cards with the,
there you go.
I got the business cards.
Yeah, let's do it.
I don't know if we want kids listening to our podcast.
We do want kids listening to our teenagers.
She be geeked out. She be geeked out.
Or you know when parents is checking the candy and stuff like that. They be
Maya
like,
do be geeked out.
Give it to the parents.
Maya be doing that too.
Yeah.
Every time I go pick up merch or something like that, she be like, "What, you doing something for your little brand?" She be like, for your little brand.
It's like that.
She's doing
it's
just like that,
Oh
bro.
my
God.
God.
So that's, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, bro. Yeah, we supposed to be, hey, share this podcast with somebody, man.
Yes.
Your
Tap in.
homeboy, your cousin, whoever. You know, we joke a lot about the views, social media and stuff like that. Just so y'all know, we did not create this podcast to become famous. We did not create this podcast to get a bunch of views or to get public recognition. We literally were trying to give men a space to just improve, grow, talk about things that they don't get to talk about regularly in a more relaxed, you know what I'm saying, calm environment. So the mission is to create a space like this. It's not necessarily for us to get a bunch of views. However,
We do appreciate them.
Yeah, the more views we get, the more men we can reach, the more people that we can impact. So that is kind of the lens that Troy is talking from. So I just wanted to let y'all know we're not here to be famous. We're actually here to help. So
and influence,
share the pod, man.
That's what it's about.
No, F all of that. I want to be famous. Hit subscribe on that button. I want to be famous. No, but for real. No, I 100% say that. But I do want to at least meet this one milestone. We are, last check this morning, we are 24 subscribers away from hitting 1,000 on YouTube.
Oh yeah, we need that.
So if we can keep
the person who becomes the 1,000th
and we'll know who. I'll know who it is too.
Subscriber, we go send them some merch.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Let's do this. The 1,000s, because you know what people gonna do? They're gonna wait till that 99 get up there. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So from 995 until 103, we'll get y'all some
106.
106.
Yeah,
Okay.
we will keep 106.
Okay, I like what you did there.
106.
I like
Hold
what you did there.
on.
Okay.
Y'all saying 106? That sound like over 10,000 plus the 106. So y'all might want to say 10,006. I mean, 1,000.
No, 1,000.
1,000 is
So
six.
$9.95
Yep.
to 1,006.
There you go.
We'll get you some merch of some type. All right.
Yeah, we'll send it out.
We'll send it out.
We'll reach
Tap
out.
in.
And look, and don't unsubscribe and then subscribe again. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that. Don't do that. But anyway, it's your boy Troy, Life Coach Lace,
Melly
Melly
Mel.
Dave Got Wings is in the building.
Dave has wings is in the
Dave
building.
has wings.
Right. Golly. Got wings?
It's the
Not a Red Bull. Is he a Red Bull? Are you a Red Bull?
It's the Manly D's podcast.
Hey,
We out.
man, we out. We out.
Oh, boy.
Dave got wings.
Right.
Is it recorded?
It is recorded.
All right, Lay's gone. Watch what I
Manly
do.
D's podcast, take 10 on Melvin.
Hey, what's going on? It's your boy Melly Mel, aka Melly Badass, aka Meek Mel, aka your favorite truth teller, aka if you don't want to know, don't ask me. Hey, real quick before you do anything else, hit subscribe on this video. Go ahead, push the button. You're here every week. I know you like being here. You like what we doing. I see you in the comments. I see you engaging. Go ahead and subscribe, man. That way you'll get first alerts every time we drop a new episode. After you hit subscribe on this video, do me another favor. Continue to do what you've been doing. Engaging, liking, commenting, laughing, joking, joining in with us. Let YouTube know that you care about what we doing, that you like these videos, so that way we can get pushed up to the top of that YouTube and get y'all to see us more often. After you do that, do me another favor. Tell somebody about this podcast, man. Tell your brother, your cousin, your nephew, your father, anybody that you know that you feel like would benefit from this. Get the word out there, man. Tell them about it. Tell them how good of a time that you having. Tell them about these real conversations that we getting into, because we want to have more group chat vibes. You know what I'm saying? More life lessons shared, all of that, man. So tell your people about it. Get involved. Help us out. And before you do anything else, after that, continue rocking with us. It's the Melly D's podcast. It's your boy Melly Mel. We out.
Yeah.